between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Hodgins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Steps away to find some room. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, we expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Shoots it to the left. Caught near the sideline, it's Mays. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Touchdown, Miami! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To make that rush think on the draw play here. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got a chance. down and more. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Durant. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Good timing on the quick out. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Cade! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Tatum. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking to pass. It's Durant. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Behind the line, it's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Big fullback Scott. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
To the air, it's Durant. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
They made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, looking for a space. Runs through a tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Hodges. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. answer. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Matthews. Still looking on the move. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to scramble. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Back to pass, it's Durant. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Now well within striking distances. That 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just just have to make that catch.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Durant. Fires to the right. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. But a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds a tight end. Loads up! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
They could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Durant. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run the toss. Got some room after the goal line. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you crucial way to drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To throw, it's Matthews. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. To throw. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The Spanish raising the volume on second and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Excellent pass by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Durant. Looking to scramble. Across the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Durant. Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 40.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
They'll leave it with him. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Makes the grab, it's Mays. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Mays. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Mays. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. Makes the catch, it's Carr. Turning it on! They make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kane. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
It's always interesting how people handle late games. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll toss it to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To the air, it's Durant. Might be looking to run. Took care of it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Georgia going up tempo.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
The Dogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Matthews. Pulls it in, it's Carr. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking for the score. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Quick completion on the out route. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the other side.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Matthews. Quarterback adapting. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive.
Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance. And the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss. And, Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all three facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.